Good early morning, a little after sunrise. I'm the Philosopher Pirate, and this is Florida at Large. Often I am asked while I'm traveling throughout this beautiful state, how does a micro camper, homeless guy, you name it, professional drinking buddy, look so damn good on a consistent basis, basically living on the road? Well, today's segment is part of the answer to that question. And I'm going to, or I plan to, demonstrate wet shaving in a parking lot, or in this case, wet shaving at a rest stop. First, I use a traditional safety razor. I don't subscribe to the multi-blade razors, subscription services. I'm sorry, everyone, but my hair is just a little bit too coarse, and those 7-blade cartridge razors and so forth just clog. And I'm continually rinsing them, trying not to cut my fingers or trying to use a brush. They're a waste of time. A good old safety razor, easy to change blades, very cost effective. I'm going to demonstrate changing the blade. Simply remove the previous blade, and this blade is a discount blade, not a bad blade at all. Now, these discount blades, I receive roughly 3 to 5 shaves from a blade like this. And again, this is the new blade. Must be very careful. They're very sharp. I simply drop the new blade into the butterfly style razor. Sometimes you have to shake it a little bit. The blade has to fall in place. You can close it. Second part of wet shaving, of course, I need a mirror. I mean, I could do it by feel, but that would be ridiculous. And by the way, I've been shaving in vehicles going back, to the 1980s when I was in college. And working, I was shaving on the road in rush hour traffic, but I was using an electric razor, and that's no big deal. Wet shaving is a little bit different. Now, this is a 110-pound rare earth magnet, or at least that's what the Amazon advertising or listing claims it to be. I would say it is a rather strong magnet. I have not tested it for 110 pounds, and of course that would be 110 pounds straight force back. The sliding, maybe 20 pounds. I don't even know. I used a paper towel so I don't scratch my paint. Making sure I didn't place the razor blade that I plan on disposing somewhere else. Simple Dollar Tree measuring cup. You have to turn the water. Oh. I need to power the water system. Okay, water system is now activated. Water's a little foamy because the tiny bit of air in the lines. It's always like that when I start. All right. And now, it's wet shaving. I need to wet my face. Extra hair out of the way. Now you notice I'm not using any shaving cream, aftershave, soap. Not necessary. Go to a barber, old-fashioned barber, and they shave. They basically just use hot water. Hot rag on your face and hot water. And you can receive an excellent shave, as you can see. As you can see, excellent shave. Little dripping there. And it won't be as easy to see on camera, but shave the other side. You can see it's rather effortless. General light touch on the Adam's apple. Okay. Rinsing the blade. A little more water. It is warm. And the sun is rising currently. You may have noticed I'm flipping the blade. Try to wear the blades evenly. A little bit there. Only shave in two distinct directions. Start in the direction the hair is growing and then work against the direction it's growing if you want an even closer shave. Now the less expensive blades, as I stated earlier, 3 to 5 shaves on the less expensive blades. The more expensive blades, I'm trying to use some of these because I have a whole bunch of them. The more expensive blades, I often receive 15 to 20 shaves for replacing the blades. These blades are very inexpensive. You can look yourself on Amazon, but 100 blades is basically $8 to $10. It is the most cost-effective manner of shaving, which is necessary if you need to be charming and debonair when one is out and about, or even just looking good for oneself to gaze at in the mirror. This mirror, by the way, is a plastic, metallized, no glass, and that's important in this traveling that I do. The water system, get to later in another video. Just over there, there's a water faucet. I could have used, the hose bib water faucet over there, and it would have worked just as well. And basically, I saved the cover, and that keeps it from being scratched while it's stowed and I am traveling. So, not too bad for a stealth micro camper, high-tech homeless. Water system is now disconnected, so there's no chance of it starting on its own. Relieve a bit of pressure, and I'm ready to travel to my next adventure. This demonstrates that wet shaving in a parking lot, rest stop, just the side of the road is easily possible. And even though I have modifications to this, to the Liberty Perseverance, as I affectionately refer to my van, for those that have not seen my other videos or met me earlier, it is not necessary to have all these, to have a water system. Again, I could have obtained water just over there at a hose bib in a rest stop. Now, of course, dampening my face a little bit would have been a little more difficult as I was running the water, but I could have just had a damp washcloth and kept wetting my face or a sponge, and in that way it would have been just as easy. And the use of the razor does not change whether the water system in the vehicle is being used or not. And shavings, just return them to nature. They're basically fertilizer now for the greenery, the fauna, and essentially, unless I wanted to bore you with stowing everything to accomplish my wet shave task, I will conclude today's video. And I'm actually going to wait just a moment. So for authenticity purposes, you'll hear a tractor trailer passing during the course of this video. There you have it. For authenticity purposes, you have got to hear a tractor trailer passing. And you may have even seen it.